Hi, welcome back to Lambourne, and this week we're going to be looking at bushcraft and survival skills. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, we've decided to make this a little bit more authentic, and if I'm going to be teaching survival skills, I've decided that I'm going to be going it alone. So please forgive me for some of the camera work that you're going to see today. Hopefully, Maddie will do a great job editing later. So, first thing we need to do, find ourselves some woodland or some open space that we can do some fires and some shelter building. Right, so I'm here in a secluded spot. For those who've been to Lambourne, this is our bushcraft area in what we call the 100-acre woods. Now, in real fact, it's only an acre, but don't tell anyone. And it's great for us to be able to bring people out here and get a little bit of a taste of what we do in survival. Now, I'm going to say this now, Lambourne End, and especially myself, believe the skills that I'm about to teach you is a forgotten art. People should know these, all right? However, we are going to be using knives. It is obviously fire making and it needs to be used sensibly. So anything I show you today, make sure obviously you either check with a parent before you do it, or at least you get their supervision, all right? The way it works in survival is you've got the rule of 3. 3 minutes for air, 3 hours for shelter, 3 days for water, and 30 days for food. So it's important that you are ready. Alright, now I'm very lucky, we've got this bushcraft area here. However, it's good to be organised and get it clean. So I'm going to have a quick sort out and get my wood ready, and the first thing I'm going to be showing you is how to make a fire. As I said, it's really important that you're prepared. Alright, obviously a survival situation could sneak up on any of us, okay, could be lost out in the woods, could be lost at sea, etc. And it's an idea that with these skills that you're prepared to take on what's ahead. Now, I've collected up some bits here. The rule for wood is, okay, collect as much as you think you're going to need, then double that, and then triple it. And what that may mean by that basically is get a ton of wood. And because of that, is the reason, if you're working away or you know you're tired, it's raining, your wood's all there, you don't want to be having to go off and collect it when you try and do other things like getting your shelter ready. So have your wood there prepared. Now I like to do it in different sizes, so I have, in true Blue Peter fashion, some I made earlier, some kindling. Now kindling can be anything, small twigs, it's thin pieces of wood that are really dry, that are going to take really well when we first start that fire. I also have some hay. Now hay is dry grass, okay, all the fibres in here, if we can get a flame into that or a spark into there, we can build up our fire quite quickly. I have cotton wool. Now, I'm just using cotton wool as a bit of an example. If you're out in the wilderness, you might not have that. However, you might have some lint from your pocket, you might have some frayed bits of thread from a shirt, okay, but for today, I'm going to cheat a little bit and show you with cotton wool. I then have our next size up bits of wood. I'm not going crazy, they're not massive. Remember, we're building a campfire, not a bonfire. So, I have our next pieces up, not too big, and then I move up to our larger bits. Right, so, I come down here. Now, I'm sure someone who's good with cameras would say, you need to have you in the shot, you need to have what you're doing in the shot. However, that's not me. So what I'm going to do, I might not be in the shot, but I want you to be able to see what's happening here as we light the fire. Okay, so here we go. So next, I'm going to show you, oh, I'm down here, how to make some bread. But first, I'm quickly going to get organised again. So, I've got myself this log here. I found a flat piece. Looks lovely, looks like my mum's kitchen at home. I'm going to whack some tin foil on there. And voila, we've now got our bushcraft kitchen. Especially in times today, there's no passing up on hygiene, okay? Just because I'm out here, I'm still going to wash my hands. I'm going to show you how to make a nice, easy type of bread that we do here at Lambourne End. and then we're going to do some twizzle sticks, wrap it around a piece of willow, and we're going to get it on the fire and get it cooked. So it's nice and easy. All you're going to do, take a bowl, okay, and I'll come down here so you can see me. All you need is some flour, some water, okay, and I'm going to go a little bit fruity today, and I've got myself some dried fruit, okay. Now, my number one rule for this, and I cannot stress it enough, you can add, but you cannot take away. Now, what I mean by that is, same as the fire, no good chucking it all in, rah, 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 and we get into a big mess, okay. So, the way I tend to do it, and I'm only making for one, I'm going to do 3 tablespoons, no, let's go 4, let's treat ourselves, of flour, plain white flour, chuck in a little spattering of dried fruit, and then I'm just going to add a drop to start with of water, and then using one finger, now it's no good putting my whole hand in there, my head in there, my foot in there, one finger, I'm just going to give it a little stir. And there we have my bread. There's a couple of ways that you can cook this bread, okay, on our fire. Now, if maybe you've got a barbecue grill at home, you could place it over the top of your fire with a couple of bricks. You might have a frying pan that a parent could donate that you could put it in, a little bit of oil and fry it off like that. I'm actually going to do a way that my dad used to do with us as kids in the garden. And what that is using that piece of willow that we sourced earlier, okay, and I'm going to cook it out on the fire. Now, but first, I need to prepare this bit of willow. Now, as I said earlier, the things I'm showing you today are skills that I believe that everybody should learn, okay. However, it is about safety, all right. So I'm going to now show you how I get this piece of willow ready, but I'm going to show you how to do it safely. So first thing I do, get a nice sturdy seat, somewhere where you can have your legs open like this, so that when you're using a knife, it's not going to hit your leg, hit your foot, hit somebody else, okay. We never cut towards ourselves, okay. We always cut away. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the fat end because I need that, okay, but I'm now going to take off this bark of this willow and this outer sheath. Now, willow's really good because we can take that outer sheath off, all right. It will bring us down to that moist bit underneath, so when it's on the fire, the bread will cook, but the willow won't burn. If you were to use a dead piece of wood and you put it over the fire, it's just going to set on fire, which I'm sure you've all seen when you've done marshmallows before, put the kebabs on the barbecue. So, what I'm going to do, I take my knife, okay, legs open as I said, where I'm cutting pointing away from everybody including myself, and I'm just going to slowly shave that piece of willow. And you see that? It's coming off nice and easy, doesn't need too much pressure. I'm being safe, it's not near any of my hands, it's not near my feet, it's not near anybody else. It's nice and easy, and I'm just taking that back. It's a bit like cleaning your cutlery really, so that I know I've got a nice clean surface to cook my bread on. Alright, and then, hopefully, I'm going to take it off. And there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm then going to take my bread. Okay, I'm going to take my bread and I'm going to twist it round. I'll come closer so you can see this. About, whoop, there. Look at that, I'm just twisting it round the willow. Just twisting it around the willow there. Alright. Pinch it at the ends so it stays on. And that is how we're going to cook our bread. My fire has been going for about half an hour, 40 minutes now. Okay, it's burning away. I do not want to cook on the flames, all right? What I want to be doing is cooking on the embers in there. That's where all that heat is, all right? But I've got to make a little bit of space first. So, what I tend to do, find a long piece of wood, and then all I'm going to do, just open it up gently, okay? And what I've done, I've managed to find, and you could probably find some different bits at home, a piece of wood with this V shape here. Alright, I'm going to put that there. I've then got another log which is going to go at the back of my willow stick to hold it still. And then all I'm going to do is rest my willow stick with my bread over the fire there, and then put my log on the back of the willow. And I'll bring you closer so you can have a look at this. So as you can see here, my bread is now over those embers. I've got the willow branch running across my V-log, and then I've just got another log holding it there. And what I'm going to have to do every so often, I'm just going to have to give that a turn, okay? Like you would any cooking at home, like your toast when you turn it over under the grill, okay, or you're baking in a frying pan. Once that side gets a little bit golden, I'll just turn that willow branch and let it cook all the way through. I don't want it too close to the fire that it's going to burn just the outside. I want that heat to rise up and obviously cook it slowly and evenly. Okay folks, let's hope we can hit a bit of a time lapse now, because a big part of cooking is obviously patience. Okay, so I mean, it's personal preference on how long you leave it in there. Me personally, I like it to be a bit golden brown like this. The raisins are starting to burn off a little bit on the outside. Okay, and there we go. There's our cooked fruit bread. That's really hot. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to build just a basic shelter. Okay, now you can do this at home. You can use 2 trees in the garden maybe, a fence post, or you could use a table leg and a chair in the dining room or in your bedroom. But it's just a nice easy way, and all you're going to need is a nice piece of string, piece of rope, okay, and we actually use paracord here at Lambourne Inn. And then you could use a bed sheet, or best would be a tarpaulin. And I'm going to show you now how we put that together. Okay, so the knot I use, take my piece of string, okay, the tail goes around there, and that's in my left hand, and my right hand is the piece that's going to be my crossbar. And all I do, it's a bit like tying a shoelace, a normal right over left knot, and then just do the same the other way, and as you pull it tight, it flips over, and it gives me this knot here. And the reason I use this knot, I'll just bring you a bit closer, okay, is because I can adjust it. I can pull it here and it will go wider. I can push it closer, if I can do that one-handed, but it also holds, strong on itself, okay? And that is going to be our crossbar for my shelter. Pulling that, I can adjust that tension in that crossbar piece. Okay? Then we need to get our tarpaulin or our sheet. Now nice and easy, all I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the top, like so, And then, keeping the piece of string in the middle, I'm going to fold the top round. So that can now be pinned back towards the floor. And with the back end here, you're just going to pull it tight so it comes down to the floor. Now, we're lucky, we're using a tarpaulin, so we've got the holes here that I can tie my piece of string through. If you've got a sheet at home, and obviously you don't want to be putting holes in it, you can just grip it tightly, take your piece of string, okay, and just tie it round it, okay, and what that will do, you can then make a guide rope off of that. Alright, so once we've put it through our hole and tied it, and just a nice overhand knot will do fine. Okay, I tend to put 2 in to be safe. I then made some pegs. Alright, the beauty of the woods, same safety as before with the willow. I sat down, I pointed the knife away from me and anybody else, and I've just cut a sharp end on that peg, and then I've put a little knock in it. Can you see that there? Alright, and then all I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my tarpaulin tight, and then I'm going to peg it at the back here. And that, once tied it up a little bit, 2 pins at the back, our crossbar there is just a simple, easy shelter. And then you can put some pillows in and have a little den. So, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you've learned something new, and I know at these tough times we all want to get outside to somewhere as beautiful as this, and hopefully that will be coming soon. But if you can, try these things in your garden, try this in your bedroom, alright? Leave some comments below, and as always, stay safe, and we can't wait to see you back here at Lambourne End.